Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a humble farmer named Gopal. Gopal's life was extremely difficult. He worked day and night, yet he never reaped the fruits of his labor. He owned a small piece of land, but it had become barren. The crops he planted either dried up or were destroyed by pests. His wife, Geeta, always encouraged him, saying, "One day our fate will surely change, Gopal. You must keep working hard." Geeta's words gave Gopal a bit of comfort, but deep down he remained troubled by his poverty and ill fate. The other villagers often mocked him, saying, "Gopal, your land and your hard work are both useless. As long as you keep toiling on that land, you'll gain nothing." Ignoring the villagers' taunts, Gopal continued his hard work. But one night, as Gopal and Geeta were lying down to sleep, Gopal sighed deeply and said, "Geeta, I have given up. I have no hope left. I think maybe luck will never be on our side." Geeta held his hand and said, "No, Gopal, we cannot give up. Fate can change at any moment, and I believe that one day a golden sun will shine in our destiny too." That night, a new spark of hope ignited in Gopal's heart. He fell asleep dreaming of changing his fate. One morning, while Gopal was working in his field, he noticed a strange-looking hen sitting near his hut. The hen was golden in color, as if it were made of gold. Gopal had never seen anything like it before. Where did it come from? He wondered in amazement. Gopal gently picked up the hen and brought it inside the hut to show Geeta. Seeing the hen, Geeta said, "This is very strange and beautiful, Gopal. Maybe this hen is a sign of something good." Gopal decided to keep the hen. He placed it with his other chickens and began taking care of it every day, feeding it grain. A few days later, Gopal noticed that the hen had laid an egg. But it was no ordinary egg. It was made entirely of gold. Gopal showed the egg to Geeta and said, "Look, Geeta, this hen lays golden eggs. Now we'll never have to face poverty again." Geeta danced with joy and said, "This is a miracle, Gopal. God has finally heard our prayers." From that day on, Gopal and Geeta's life began to change. They started earning a lot of money by selling the golden eggs. Their life was suddenly filled with happiness and prosperity. As Gopal and Geeta's wealth continued to grow, so did their greed. Gopal had now begun to expect a golden egg from the hen every single day. But the hen would only lay one egg a day. Gopal's patience was beginning to wear thin. One night, Gopal said to Geeta, "Geeta, if this hen gives only one egg a day, it will take us a long time to become truly rich. Why don't we cut open the hen's stomach and see how many more eggs are inside?" Geeta responded with concern, "No, Gopal, we should not be greedy. We must be content with what God has given us. If we desire too much, we may lose what we already have." But Gopal's heart was now filled with greed. He ignored Geeta's words and began planning to cut open the hen the next day. The next morning, Gopal picked up a sharp knife and grabbed the hen. Geeta tried to stop him, but Gopal wouldn't listen. "I want to know how many golden eggs are inside," Gopal said. With tears in her eyes, Geeta pleaded, "Gopal, please don't do this. We should treat this hen as a blessing from God. If you kill her, we will have to face the consequences." But Gopal ignored her and cut open the hen's belly. When he looked inside, there was nothing, no golden eggs, no hidden treasure. The hen was dead, and Gopal realized the grave mistake he had made. Tears welled up in his eyes, and he collapsed to the ground in sorrow. Geeta held him gently and said, "I warned you, Gopal. Now we have neither the hen nor the golden eggs." Gopal had realized his mistake, but by then it was too late to do anything about it. Every day he thought about the hen and felt deep regret. He said to Geeta, "I've understood my mistake. If I had listened to you, we wouldn't be in this situation today." Geeta replied, "Everyone makes mistakes, Gopal, but we must turn this into a life lesson. We should learn to control our greed and be content with what we have." Taking Geeta's words to heart, Gopal calmed his mind. He decided that from now on, he would never give in to greed and would find happiness in whatever he had. Now, Gopal began trying to rebuild his life. He poured his heart and soul into making his barren land fertile again. Geeta stood by his side, and together they planted new crops and tended to the fields. Slowly, their land became lush and green once more. The villagers were astonished to see Gopal's hard work. They began to admire him and said, "Your hard work has changed your fate, Gopal. You've taught us that there is no substitute for honesty and hard work." Happiness returned to Gopal and Geeta's life. They had given up greed and embraced hard work and contentment as the guiding principles of their lives. Gopal and Geeta's new life made them role models in the village. People would listen to their story and draw inspiration from it. Gopal began teaching the village youth how hard work and patience could lead to success in life. One day, the village chief called Gopal and said, "We have learned a lot from your story, Gopal. You've taught us that greed and haste lead nowhere. We must work with honesty and diligence." Gopal humbly replied, "I've learned from my own mistakes, chief. Now I want others to learn from them too, so they can make their lives better." As time passed, Gopal and Geeta's hard work bore fruit. Their land had now transformed into golden fields. The villagers began to look at them with respect. But for Gopal and Geeta, their greatest wealth was now their contentment and hard work, not golden eggs or riches. Gopal had learned the most important lesson of his life. True wealth lies within using our thoughts and our actions. The desire for riches and treasure can lead us astray. But if we embrace hard work, patience, and contentment, we will never truly lack anything in life. Thus, Gopal and Geeta found true happiness and peace in their lives. Their story became an inspiration to every person in the village, and it was forever remembered with the message, "Greed is a terrible curse." If you like the story, then subscribe, share, and press the bell icon of the channel for more interesting stories.